need to talk about human trafficking. It is a difficult conversation to have, but nonetheless it is a reality that needs to be discussed. What is human trafficking? Human trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery. It is the trade of humans for the purpose of sexual, labor, or commercial exploitation. Traffickers trap vulnerable individuals using violence, threats, deception, blackmail, and other forms of coercion to force their victims into human trafficking. According to juvenile justice, 80% of trafficking victims are female, and 50% are under the age of 18, with the average age being 12 to 14 years. 300,000 kids are trafficked per year in America, but only 41% of the cases are reported. Although statistics help us understand the magnitude of the problem, it is the stories of the victims and survivors that help us connect in solidarity with this issue. So here's Holly's story told from her perspective.
My name is Holly Austin Smith, and I am a survivor of human trafficking. When I was 14 years old, I ran away from home with a man I had met at a shopping mall in Ocean County, New Jersey. After exchanging numbers, this man called at night while my unknowing parents watched television in the living room. We talked more than once. Convincing me to run away with him was not an overnight accomplishment. He took his time. He got to know me. He analyzed my troubles and asked me my dreams. I wanted to be a songwriter. I wanted to meet Julia Roberts. I wanted to see Jim Morrison's grave in Paris, France. The year was 1992. I was on summer break from 8th grade middle school, and my freshman year of high school loomed in the distance like an angry bull. I was severely depressed. And as the pressures of my 14-year-old world boiled to the surface, I fled. I laced up my size 5 sneakers, and I ran towards opportunity, toward possibility, and toward freedom. In reality, I ran into the clutches of a sex trafficking ring. Within hours of running away, I was coerced into working Pacific Avenue in Atlantic City, New Jersey, until dawn the next day. The following night, an officer on the street recognized me as being underage and arrested me. Although I was soon recognized to be a victim, the specialized aftercare needed for a human trafficking victim did not yet exist. The journey towards healing was a long and bumpy road indeed.
Now we take a look into the way the Catholic Church teaches us how we should respond to such issues as human trafficking. The social justice teachings of solidarity and life and dignity of a human person tell us that we should treat all human people with respect. We are called to live in solidarity with those who are suffering. We are one human family, and in order to work for justice, we must love every one of our brothers and sisters. In addition, the Church runs an anti-trafficking program that helps trafficking victims and their families with the healing process, as well as provides training for recognizing trafficking victims. So what can you do? Well, if you yourself are a trafficking victim, or you know of a human trafficking case, call this number, 1-888-373-7888. This is the National Human Trafficking Resource Center's phone number. 15 years ago, the first anti-trafficking law was passed. Congress is now in line to reauthorize the Trafficking Victims Protection Act that, according to Polaris Project, will support prosecution, which will identify and disrupt entire human trafficking networks, protection, which will help survivors of human trafficking, prevention, which will strengthen data collection, and partnerships, which will increase collaboration between survivors and federal agencies. You can do your part by writing to Congress and showing your support for anti-trafficking. Let's stop human trafficking. Together. Thanks for watching, guys.